Hello and welcome to a new episode. I'm really happy you're here today. Today, I want to talk about a question that many language learners ask again and again. How can I learn to speak better? Maybe this sounds familiar to you. You understand a lot. You read texts, you listen to podcasts, maybe you watch videos. But then comes the moment when you have to speak yourself, and suddenly everything feels mixed up in your head. What was clear just a moment ago seems to disappear, and you don't even know where to start. I know this feeling very well. That's why today I want to share a few simple tips with you. They are not magic solutions, but maybe they will help you feel more relaxed and confident when you start speaking in your own way. So let's begin. My first tip is speak out loud every day, preferably in front of a mirror. This sounds very simple, right? But this simplicity is exactly what makes it so powerful. Take 5 to 10 minutes each day. Stand in front of the mirror and talk out loud about your day. You can say what you are doing, what you are thinking, or how you are feeling. For example, today is Wednesday. I have a lot to do, but I'm looking forward to my coffee. Or, I have a bit of a headache. Maybe I should go to bed earlier. It's not about being perfect. It's about getting the language moving. Your mouth, your voice, and your thoughts learn to work together. And that's exactly what you need to speak more spontaneously later. At the beginning, it may feel strange. You will forget words, and your pronunciation won't be perfect. That's completely normal. After a few days, it becomes a habit. You will notice that you speak more smoothly, hesitate less, and feel more comfortable while speaking. You are not speaking for an exam. You are speaking for yourself. My next tip is something called shadowing. Maybe you've heard of it before. Shadowing means that you repeat what a native speaker says, almost like an echo. For example, you hear a sentence in a podcast like, "I'll be there soon. Give me 5 more minutes." And you repeat it immediately several times until it feels natural. What happens here? You train your pronunciation, the melody of the sentence, the rhythm of the language, and how words naturally connect. And you do all this without thinking too much. In a way, you borrow the voice of a native speaker and slowly make it your own. The great thing is, you only need headphones, your phone, and a little time. Start small, use short sentences, repeat them often, and see how it changes over time. You'll be surprised. Another very helpful tip is record yourself and listen to it. I know, this sounds uncomfortable. Most people don't like hearing their own voice, especially in a new language. But believe me, this is one of the most effective ways to improve. Record yourself while speaking in front of the mirror or while telling a short story. Then listen to the recording calmly, not to judge yourself, but to get to know you're speaking better. What already sounds good? Where do you hesitate? Which words are missing? If you record yourself regularly, you will hear your progress. And that can be very motivating. Another tip I really love is this: write short texts and learn them. This is one of my favorite techniques because it's creative and very practical. Choose a topic, for example, my favorite food, what I did last weekend, or why I like learning languages. Write a short text about it, maybe 5 to 8 sentences. Read the text out loud again and again. You can even learn it by heart if you want. Not to sound perfect, but to really fix these sentences in your mind. And here's the nice part. The next time you talk about this topic in a real situation, many of these sentences will suddenly be there, automatically, without long thinking. With every text, you build a small toolbox for conversations, self-talk, and everyday language. Another important point, learn full sentences, not just single words. Many learners write down new words and hope to use them later, but often that doesn't work very well. Words stay in your memory much better when you learn them in context, inside a sentence, or a fixed expression. So instead of only learning the word, important, learn a sentence like, It's important to practice regularly. Or, it's important for me to feel comfortable when I speak. These sentence patterns help you speak without building everything from zero each time. You already have ready-made blocks in your head, and that makes speaking easier and more relaxed. And finally, here is a bonus tip that is actually fun. Sing along. Yes, really. Music is not only enjoyable, it's also very helpful for language learning. If you like a song in the language you are learning, don't just listen to it. Sing along. Even singing only the chorus can help a lot. Why? Because your brain reacts very well to music. Melody, rhythm, and repetition make it easier to remember words and sentences, often without noticing it. You also connect language with emotions, and that helps you remember things for a long time. Singing is like speaking with music. It's fun, and you learn without feeling like you're studying. Maybe now you're thinking, can I really do all this? I believe yes, in your own way and at your own pace. Start small. A few minutes in front of the mirror, a short text, or your favorite song. Whatever you choose, do it with enjoyment and trust the process. Every small step counts. You learn to speak by speaking. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. See you next time. By heart. Meaning from memory without reading. Example. He learned the text by heart and spoke without notes. To speak fluently, meaning to speak smoothly and easily. Example. She can speak English fluently after a lot of practice. To hesitate, meaning to pause because you are unsure. Example. He hesitates when he doesn't know a word. To record yourself, meaning to make an audio or video of your own voice. Example. I record myself speaking English and listen later. To feel comfortable, meaning to feel relaxed and confident. Example. She feels more comfortable speaking English now. To build confidence, meaning to feel more sure about yourself. Example. Speaking every day helps you build confidence. To sing along, meaning to sing together with a song. Example. I sing along to English songs to learn new phrases.